Hey, what's up guys? It's Hobo here, and today I have a requested tutorial on how to do a piston door, specifically a hidden piston door. Um, and to show you how hidden I mean, that is how hidden I mean. It is literally um, unable to detect, or nobody is unable to detect it, I should say, from the outside. If you you could build this into a cliff wall, have some dirt partially in the door, make it conceal exactly the way it was, and you'll be golden. So today I'm going to show you how to build that, and I'm going to upload this little test world because I just did a take where I totally messed up, and it's pretty hard explaining redstone without, well, I understand it, but it's hard to explain. So I'm going to upload the world in addition to this video so you guys can check out the wiring yourself and recreate it. But this is a real cool thing, I think, because it's totally hidden. Um, you can open her up and you can close it from the inside, and nobody will be able to find out. You come back out, close it again with your hidden switch. It doesn't have to be on an obvious pedestal here, but it's actually fairly simple to do, which I'm about to show you. And just to explain, the reason I did this on a secondary world, test world thing is because it's kind of big for my little test thing that I have in my world. Um, it's like, I don't know, 18, 17 blocks wide. You can make it narrower actually. This is just a wall I made. You can build it. I made one into a little pillar kind of thing, and I hid all the wiring, and it was completely undetectable. So you can shrink this down, but you have to know a little bit about hidden wiring and how to rework everything. But as you can see, it's basically just some switches, some delayed repeaters here, and a bunch of inverters. So it's not that complicated if you know your redstone, but it's pretty cool because once you exit this tunnel, you can kind of build the wall here, cover everything up, and you can open up into a nice little room you built or whatever you want to do. Secret, hidden, awesome base. Completely hidden besides these two torches and these four pistons. So everything is completely hidden. So I'll go over here to my little testing, or not my testing, my little starting plot. I dug out the holes that will make up what it's going to be. Actually, no, I'll fill it in and do it completely from scratch. Why not? We'll just fill this in quick, only to dig it out 2 seconds later, but it's all good. It's all good. So what you want to do is you want to figure out where your door is going to be. So I'll make a little um, collar thing showing you where the 2x2 door is going to be. So it's going to be right here. So the first thing you want to do is you put 4 pistons on either side, or on both sides, sorry, not either. It has to be on both sides, like this, with 2 pistons, like that. So these are the two that will push the door, or the like little pieces outwards, and these are the ones that will push it into the lane here. So you can do that. Then you put whatever material that is going to seal up the door, so it could be dirt or whatever the door is made up of, whatever material that can be pushed by pistons right there. So you end up with this little block, 2x2 block of pistons and material. So after that, you go back on both sides of the pistons and you build 4 outwards. Now this is going to contain some wiring, so this has to be here. It has to be at this level. And basically what this does is it supplies power to these pistons, and it transfers down into this block, which supplies power to these pistons. So you have to set these to 4. That's probably the most important thing about this build. These have to be set to delay 4, or whatever you want to call it. And then we just mirror that on this side. Redstone right behind it. There you go. So the next thing you want to do is directly below where the pistons are going to extend outwards, you want to put 2 torches 2 blocks down. And what that does is it powers them as soon as they go out, like here. They're powered. But another thing you got to do is you have to build a inverter. Let's do that quick. An inverter connecting to these torches so they turn off on demand. So you just connect a line down from here, go down, build an inverter, which the redstone can go into this block from below or just go on top, but it just basically turns off this torch when supplied with power, and this torch is supplying this line with power, turning off that torch. So you just repeat it on this side, go down, put the torch, put one string of redstone. Okay, they're both off. Another important thing is you have to put a block here, because that's how the torches transfer power up to this. It goes one above, which supplies that. And that's convenient because it hides it perfectly. So then you just go cover this up too, so you have your little pathway. Now, that will only supply power to these two pistons, so you have to do it from above the exact same way. So you build your little collar, except instead of being directly above, or sorry, below. These are directly, the torches are directly below these pistons. These will be one backwards. So as you can see, there's like one block right here apart, even though technically this takes up a block, but you know what I mean. So you just seal that up, of course, and you have to do the exact same. So you do your inverter, and then you come down. Oh, sorry. Gotta go over here. Come downwards. Ah, I messed up. Okay, so you have to go back one, like that, and then you go into your inverter, and then you make the inverter, of course, and then you go up from the inverter, connect to these two torches. So as you can see, it goes from the same line that would go down here, and it just makes a little branch off into another inverter, which goes up and supplies power to these two torches. So that's all you gotta do. So we'll just hide this up a bit, if that's a word, or a sentence fragment. So that's all hidden. As you can see, you have your little tunnel here. And for the most part, we're done. Um, what you have to do is you have to figure out where you're going to hide your lever. So you could place it like under a tree or kind of like in a little hole. You can make it pretty much anywhere in relation to this door if you have enough repeaters. So we'll just do it plain and simple so you can see. It's just going to come over from this line, and it has to attach to over here somehow. It has to supply power to these. I just do it here because it's convenient, because everything stems from these two. So then you just connect it like that. Actually, no, I'm going to move it back a bit so I have a little bit easier time doing the other one. Okay, so there you go. So as you can see, it only powers one side, and you have to connect these two. As you can see, it's only to the one side. It only powers these blocks below. So you have to connect the power line. Actually, I'll do it one block away just so nothing accidentally interferes. I usually like to do it in front of the door because there's more space over here instead of going all the way around and taking up more space. So you have to connect these little four little blocks or whatever, and obviously you have to put a repeater in here somewhere. And as you can see, the door already works. It's that simple. But if you want to add an inside, oh, by the way, this has no delay, just making sure. If you would like to add a inside lever, which closes it, you would just put the lever wherever you want. I did it nicer on that one, but I just have it stuck on the wall for this one. But you can make it as nice as you want, wherever you want inside. Getting a little bit of screen lag here. It's all good. And you just have to power all the way. So you go all the way across. And what you have to do is you have to connect it to this line. You have to connect it to this line, which supplies power to everything. But you can't just connect it over here because power will not travel backwards through a repeater. So you have to connect it uninterfered to this line, and then it will just act like another power switch. So obviously this is more than 15 blocks. So this has to have its own dedicated line, like I said, so it doesn't interfere with anything. It has to be like relatively close to the other handle, or just in front of the repeater. So I could connect it to here, I guess, but it would have some difficulties because it would have to travel back through this way instead of just down here. You know what I mean? You don't, but to do at the same time. So obviously you have to put a repeater somewhere, and see it didn't push this out, so you have to connect another repeater right here, and then everything will work just dandy. It's getting dark. I got a bed right there just in case. Stupid pigs everywhere. So as you can see, it closed from the inside, but one problem with this is if you close it from the inside and you somehow get out through another exit, you can't use this lever outside again. So you have to open it from the outside and close, or open it from the inside and close it from the outside, and you have to leave through this exit or whatever. So I'm just gonna sleep quick, skip the night, and there we go. Okay, so as I was saying, you cannot use this lever, will not open. You have to open and close it from this door. So as you can see, say I'm inside my secret base here with a bunch of cows and spy chickens, and you open it. Oh, whoops. I have to turn that lever off. I getting confused here with all my levers. So as you can see, I'm inside my base. I turn this one off. It opens it up. I leave, and I close it. And then when I come back, I open her up, go inside, close it, do my business, go back out the same way. So you have to come out the same way. Otherwise, you'll get conflicting things like I just did. But if that really comes to it, you can just tear down the door and reset everything. But yeah, that's it. This will be underground, obviously. Also, everything is hidden. You can make it more compact. I think this is probably one of the most compact versions I've ever made, to be honest. But everything can be hidden. The lever will obviously be hidden. The egg will be hidden. So just to show you how I did it this way, this is the line that goes to that lever. And then, oh sorry, I hit it. This lever, the lever is touching that block. I'm stuck here. I might have to break something. Let me out. Okay, anyways, this lever is touching the block behind here, which doesn't interfere with these two, thankfully. And it goes all the way down underground, kind of through here, and then it connects to this line, which isn't interfered with any repeaters between here and here. So it doesn't have to be directly next to the line like that one kind of is, but it has to be in the same kind of string. So then another line goes down all the way across here, and it connects up through here on the back. Once again, the inverters. And a trick I forgot to show you, but I will right now, is when you are making this, everything is hidden, like I said, except the two pistons below me, or on the other side, and these two torches. So normally, if you were looking up, there would be a hole here. There would be some sort of gap that you probably don't want to see. And if you want to cover up, say like that, you can't, because this cuts off the wire. A normal block will cut off the wire. See, it's not attached like this one. So to remedy this, I found this trick when I was designing my redstone facility. You can use half steps that will cover up a wire, or like a gap, but it won't cut off redstone. So as you can see, it's still going into the torches, but when you come down here, it's nice and covered up. Nothing looks stupid. Everything's dandy. So that's a trick I learned a long time ago, and everything is completely hidden except this little gap here. So it's a very cool design. I hope you guys like the tutorial. Like I said, I'm throwing up this save file in case I didn't explain everything perfectly. And if you would like to know how I made this test world with all the flat grass, and maybe not that, but with all the flat grass and stuff, I can do a tutorial for that next. But that's another story. As you can see, both of these work perfectly. You can hide all your stuff from your friends and SMP and all that. And that's about it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And see you guys next time.